just work on doing some like different effects with it, crazy ripple effects. Eventually you can. What is going on, guys? So I have been inspired to do a part 2 to my Munz Wave tutorial. So if you didn't see the first one, go check that out. I don't know what you're doing up here if you didn't see the first one. And let's get these waves. So like in my first video, the biggest thing is getting that mind muscle connection with your chest muscle. So, you know, pressing together, pressing with your hands together, learning how to flex your chest. You know, when you're doing bench press, you really want to build up that connection and focus on squeezing the muscle in between your workout sets. Forget what anyone else around you is doing. If they're looking at you, focus on building that connection with your chest, on squeezing it, on feeling that pump. You know, just squeeze it. Put your hand, feel the movement of your chest as you press, as you flex it. Really get that mind-muscle connection, especially if you're having trouble, you know, just doing the basic pec pop. Then you really want to focus on that. You know, a good way also to build up that connection in your chest is after you do a hard workout. You know, do a hard workout, try to get your chest really sore, and you'll be able to feel it more. Do a high rep workout, get it really sore, and the next day just really try to focus on feeling your chest. After that workout, do just some very lightweight movements and really try to feel that chest when it's sore as you do the movements, as you push your hands together. Really develop that connection. And you can do that with all muscle groups, really. To, you know, if you have trouble feeling your lats or feeling your bicep or tricep, the same principles apply. Now, if you haven't watched my first video, I recommend going and watching the first video. I'll leave a link below. And, you know, some people, they get it naturally. Some people, they figure out how to do it naturally. Some people, it comes easier. Some people, you gotta work more towards it. I really recommend, you know, trying to flex your chest and rotating as well. So flexing, rotating, and just seeing how your chest muscle reacts to that. Rotating up, down, in and out, and just watching the way it moves. And really trying to feel it. Eventually, you'll be able to flex it without moving your shoulder at all. And you'll develop that connection. All right, got the glasses on so I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. So basically, you know, once you kind of have it down, it really just comes to, you know, practicing, playing around with it. And, you know, I always feel like the hand on the hip and then flexing while you rotate, that's the best way to really get some good control. That's a good way to play around with it. So eventually you can work on, you know, you get the feel for it. So eventually you get the feel for it. So you roll it all the way up, and then you kind of feel what that feels like, feeling it in your upper chest. And that allows you to really focus on just the upper chest. Or you just start the wave, and then you just start the wave, but you don't fully go through it. You just keep starting at the bottom. Started at the bottom, now we're here. Started at the bottom, now we're here. So you just keep starting, so then you focus on the lower chest, go right in the middle, and eventually you can kind of target each area. So upper chest, middle chest, lower chest, and you do that on each side. And just play with it. And so eventually you can work on reversing it. So the same way you go up, you kind of do the opposite movement. It's a little trickier to do, but once again, it just takes practice. You just got to keep playing with it. So you do the Munz Wave up and then back down, up and down, up and down. And you do the same thing with each side. You know, you can try them both at the same time, and that'll teach you how to isolate, you know, each one, so you can flex them both. Flex one right after the other, and then just work on doing some like different effects with it, crazy ripple effects. Eventually you can just do it without even really moving. And so, you know, I like to hold my hands like just right in the front and focus on it. And yeah, because if your arms are at your side, you can't really get a full, you can still contract it, but when your shoulders are more towards the middle of your body, you get that full chest. And so you can really focus on getting that full effect. And once again, the more muscle you have on your chest, the more noticeable it's going to be. Also, the leaner you are, the more you'll be able to see different striations. So right now, you know, I've put on good size over a decade of bodybuilding. And I'm lean right now because I did a competition recently. So this is like the peak level. You know, I didn't just get here at day one. This took time to get. So yeah, then you can just get the waves going, really get it flowing. And there we go. Really get that rippling. You know, you can focus on picking up the speed with it or really slowing it down to emphasize every muscle fiber. And yeah, those are just some basic, and yeah, those are some more advanced techniques. If you didn't watch the first video, once again, go check that out. And go check that out. And yeah, I just kind of made this update on the fly. So there might be a part 3 if you guys really enjoyed this and you need some more tips. If you have any more questions, comment below. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Leave a comment even if you don't have anything to say, just comment like awesome. And you know, boost this as much as you can. And yeah, until next time, let's get these gains. Let's get these gains and let's get these waves.